Morning.
Good morning.
Do you want to just start by telling me your name and how old you are, sir?
Yeah, name is Jonathan Gillespie. I'm 44 years old.
Okay. So, Jonathan, tell us a story about your back. You had your first spinal fusion about 8 years ago.
About 8 years ago, yeah. Right.
How long had you suffered symptoms before that?
First time round, I'd suffered for probably a year and a half, approaching 2 years.
Okay.
Serious problems, obviously. I had niggling problems before that.
And how did you get on after the first pliff that you had?
First one took a while to recover, but obviously did all the exercises and things like that. And probably after 6 months, I think I was back to normal with regards to everything I wanted to do. Full mobility, no problems at all, no recurring pain. Sciatica had gone, I had a lot of sciatica. So total recovery probably after 6 months.
And then 8 years later, the disc above the previous fusion got into trouble. You had another disc prolapse.
I did, yeah.
So let's talk us through the second episode.
Second episode, based on obviously the experience of the first round, I knew, well, we probably both diagnosed straight away that it was going to be a similar situation. And at that stage, it was very early in the process, but we decided it would be best to go and have the same operation again.
Right.
Almost get it early before it developed into something worse.
So how long after the episode started did you have the second surgery?
I think it was in June last year, June 2010, when I had the first symptoms in effect, and had the operation in December. So 6 months probably between.
6 months.
Yeah.
And how have you recovered from the second operation?
Totally different to the first one. I think on the morning, well, even straight after the operation, I woke up, came around out of the anaesthetic, and questioned whether I'd even had the surgery. There was no pain. It was a bit bizarre, and within 12 hours, 24 hours, I was walking up and down the corridors, thinking, when can I go home? So it was a total recovery up to the point when I woke up after the operation.
And then your overall recovery was quicker as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, really, I didn't think about it. There was pain there, but I think most of the pain was from the wound itself. Certainly not from the back, not from any leg pain or anything like that. So I was fully mobile, raring to go, and I think I was driving within about 3 to 4 weeks. Right. And really back to normal within probably 4 to 6 weeks, rather than 4 to 6 months, which it was before.
And I think one of the reasons why you recovered faster is probably because we operated earlier.
Yeah.
You had your symptoms for a much shorter period compared to before. And also I think the technique has evolved. So we didn't take any bone graft from your hip, for example.
No, we didn't. I mean, that was a change from the first operation. And I remember last time there was a lot of pain from that process, getting the bone from the hip, obviously. So I think that things had changed, but definitely getting it early made a big difference.
Big difference.
Yeah.
And also I think you were much more relaxed. You knew what was coming. You'd done well from the first one, so we just got on and...
I think so. We've discussed it. I think the fact that I went in very positive, I had the total success from the first one, so I was confident in the next operation. Yes. So that frame of mind I went in with, I think, helped a lot, and the recovery was probably on the back of that as well.
Yeah. And what sort of physical activity are you back to doing now?
I mean, I do anything I want, really. I don't stop and think about, I shouldn't do that because of my back. So whether it's, even things as simple as jumping up out of bed, jumping out the couch when I've sat down, those things I would stop and think when I had the back problems. Now I don't. I just get on with life. We've got a 10-year-old daughter, and we're just as active as we ever were, walking, whatever.
Thank you very much.
No problem.